Dear student, welcome to our OPSC Mains answer writing program. In this program, we will see your journey from zero to OPSC toppers in this 100 days. So here I am going to discuss with you how you are going to frame the answer, how you are going to generate the point, how we are also going to discuss about the PYQ of last 3 to 4 years. Also, we are going to see topic-wise segregation. For example, what are the strategy for different subject? For example, what is the strategy for the ancient India? What is the strategy for the art and culture? Strategy for modern history? What is the strategy for your geography? What is the strategy for your society? Likewise, we are going to see all the strategy and PYQ discussion. I am going to help you in this video to write real answer. It is not like time pass. So this video I am going to upload for next 100 days continuously. There I am going to give you strategy and something that you have to practice religiously, rigorously. You have to spend daily. This video length will be not more than 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. You have to spend it and watch it, and at the end, it is my guarantee, at the end of the 100 days, you will develop a skill from zero to OPSC topper. So this journey will be filled in 100 days. So I am going to make the video of from very scratch, like even if students don't know about anything, they can start and understand everything to higher level. I am going to show you with the PYQ how my approach is helpful to answer whatever may be the questions. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start. So today's session we are going to see about the nitty-gritty of the answer writing. So something you need to know, what are the few essential ingredients that you need to know. For example, 10 marker question, 15 marker question, what is your introduction, what are the weightage you have to give the introduction should be how much, body should be how much. So that is what we are going to discuss. And after this class, gradually, as you give the comment in the comment box, as your feedback, according to that, definitely I'll incorporate and provide video to you. And dear student, to make this video, a lot of effort, lot of energy needed. So my energy is derived by your like, comment, share and feedback. So chaliye, without wasting any time, we should start. So first thing is UPSC Mains answer writing framework that we have to keep in mind. So this session that we are going to conduct in a daily basis, the name of that session is OPSC Mains answer writing program 100 days to from zero to OPSC toppers. Okay, so here you can see what are things that we are going to discuss about the time management, which is very essential, because I have seen a lot of students, they are skipping 4 or 5 questions each and every paper. So because they don't know how much time they have to devote on which question. So next is word limit, they have to be very careful about that also. Then structure of the answer, then essential ingredient, what are the things they should add in their answer. So first thing should be first, what is the time allocation. So if you study the UPSC paper, so you will find 250. So the total is 250 marks and the time allocated is 180 minutes. So if you just divide, you will find for 10 marker you will get hardly 7 minutes. So you have to write a 10 marker question in just 7 minutes. So in case of 15 marker question, you have to write in 15 minutes. If it is 20 marker question, you have to write that in 40 minutes. Please keep that in mind and fit that in mind. The moment you see a 10 marker question, you have to think that I have to write everything in 7 minutes. If there are, let's say 10 marker question, so that means you have to complete the 10 marker question in 1 hour and 10 minutes or 1 hour 10 minutes you have to complete. Okay, so and in case of 10 marker, what is the word limit that you have to write? You have to write within 150 words, but in reality exam scenario, maximum you can write 120 words. So that is what possible. Even my preparation during my the year I have given the UPSC interview and OPSC interview, so I have seen that even despite having high level of answer writing, I could achieve the 120 words instead of writing 150. So but in case of 15 marker question, again same thing is possible. You cannot write 250 words. Maximum you can write is 180 to 200 words. That is what possible to write in the 11 minutes. So you should aim for that. And in case of 10 marker, you have to write in 2 pages. So you should write everything in a way so that everything should be incorporated in 2 pages. In case of 15 marker, you will get 3 pages. So you should start preparing. While you are practicing any question, try to write everything in just 3 pages, because you will not get an additional paper in the examination, because there will be a question and 3 pages. Next question. So if you are not practicing, definitely you are going to face the problem in the examination. So next is, in case of 20 marker question, you have to write that in 4 pages, so you'll get the 4 pages, but the word limit that is possible to write is around 250 words. So you cannot write to more than 250 words in 20 minutes. You know, if you are having high speed, then I think you should restrict that and focus on the quality of your answer writing. So this is what the basic nitty-gritty. So you have to remember, for 10 marker question, 2 pages, 7 minutes, and the maximum word that we can write is 120 words for being a human being. Next is 15 marker question, we can write 180 to 250 words, and 11 minutes. 20 marker question, it is 40 minutes, we can maximum write 250, but word limit is there, but because of our limitation we have to think lot and we have to write through diagram. That is what is possible, doable to complete 20 question. My suggestion is that you should complete the 20 question. Okay, so next thing is about how you are going to give weightage. I have seen so many students, they are putting a lot of effort to write the introduction, they are end up writing everything in the introduction. Sometimes they are lacking in the body or everything writing in body without having introduction and conclusion. No, this should not be your structure. Your structure should be starting with the introduction, so your intro, then you have to talk about the body. Body means what is the core demand, what is asking in the question should be in the body, core demand. Then you have to write the conclusion. And what are the weightage that you should give? For example, if this is a 10 marker question, so 10 marks question, we have to write at max 150 words. So if it is 150 words, so your introduction should not be more than 10%. So that means you have to write your introduction in 15 words. So what is the 15 words? Mean 3 lines. It should not be more than 3 lines. Okay? Your conclusion also carry the weightage of 10% also. Your conclusion should also not more than 3 to 4 lines. Okay? Then next is the body of the answer. What is the core demand? You have to devote 80% of your answer or 80% of your word limit you have to devote to the body, because this is the core demand. We have to focus, we have to analyze, we have to give example and everything. And as time progress, I'll make sure that this answer writing is cakewalk for all of you, but provided you have to watch this video continuously for next 100 days. Okay, so same thing I have written here. So 10% weightage should be given to the introduction, 10% conclusion, 80% to the bodies. For 10 marker question, so word limit is 150. So 15 word, around 3 lines you have to write the introduction, same 3 to 4 line your conclusion, and 120 words you have to devote for your bodies. But in reality, you know, the body, it's very difficult to write 120 words. If you can not able to write, if you are able to write, you know, 90, 100 words, it is also okay. In case of 15 marker question, so you have to write in 250 words. So introduction 25, so it's 4 to 5 line, or you can give 2 statement wala introduction, first statement, then some data to support that. Conclusion also same. So in conclusion you can add some way forward type and then conclude. So we are going to see, don't worry. And in body you have to devote 200 words. So it is not, if it is not possible to write in 200 words, so you can write 170, 180. Thing is that if you are able to write in a crispy systematic way, you can write in less word also. So in case of 20 marker question, so again you have to write your introduction in 25 to 30 or 35, 6 line is also okay. So body you have to devote around 250 words. So and conclusion you have to devote 30-35 words. Why I am discussing, you know, during my next session I am going to show you on this format. So if you understand now, so it is not going to be any issue in future. So next is parts. Okay? So there is a question, you know, how many points we need to write in case of 10 marker, in case of 15 marker, in case of 20 marker. So generally it is believed that if in case of, you know, 10 marker question, you have to write 8 to 10 points. But my suggestion is that keep your points short, short and crispy, and explore minimum 10 points. If you are not getting 10 point, at least write 8 point. Okay. And generally in a 10 marker question, if question they are asking 2 part, what are the challenges and solution. For example, what are the challenges faced by our border management. So here it is asking challenges, but being a civil servant, we cannot end the question on a negative tone. So we have to give this way forward or solution also. So by default, we have to write 2 parts. Okay. So in 2 parts, then one part you have to write 5 points and another part you have to write 5 points. If it is not asking the, you know, negative side, then you can give more weightage to the first part. Okay. So total 10 points and generally in 10 marker we have to divide that into two parts. As we progress, I'll show you how you are going to write, but just remember 10 marker question we have to divide the answer into two parts, and we have to devote 5 points, sometime, you know, first part we have to devote 7 points, not 7 points, but 70% of our body part should be given to the first part and 30% should be second parts. Okay, in 15 marker question, generally the question can be two parts, question can be three parts. For example, what are the benefit, challenges and way forward. So it is three part. Now first we have to discuss about the benefit of it, challenges of it. Just one nation one election. So question can be what are the benefit of one nation one election, what are the challenges of it, and how we can overcome the challenges. So it is three parts. So you have to divide the question into three parts, and first part you have to talk about benefits, then you have to talk about, you know, challenges, then you have to talk about way forward. Way forward, then if you are writing 5 points here and then 5 points here and 5 points here, so you are getting 15 points. So if you are writing like that, no one will ever dare to reduce your marks. And if you are handwriting a little bit of legible, and I am going to tell you how you can write a very good answer. Okay, so next is in case of 20 marker question, generally it is three parts or four parts. So according to that you have to write, or sometime, you know, in 15 marker question they can also ask two parts also. For example, they can ask about, you know, how far do you think that, or discuss like that. So generally we write in two parts, positive and negative, then we have to conclude. So if you are writing in two parts, so then you have to write 7 point, 8 point or 8.7 point, totally 15 point we have to write. But in case of 20 marker question, generally they are either three parts or four parts. If it is three parts, then you have to write, you know, 7 points. If it is two parts, then you have to write 10 points in first part and 10 points in the second parts. Okay, मैं आपको अगर आपको एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ कि what are the impact of globalization on Odisha society, of what are the impact of globalization on Odisha. So here you have to write positive impact of globalization on the Odisha in 10 points and negative impact of globalization on the Odisha on the 10 points. So total 20 points. So why I am making this, you know, a point very clear, because, you know, whenever you are having very clear that I need to write this much point, I need to know this much amount of time, everything, then while reading, while preparing your content, you should keep in mind of that. Then that is going to be very helpful to write a very good answer. So that is what my objective, to make this answer writing very crystal clear, to the point, without having any ambiguity. So next is some essential ingredient. So I think you know that some people are writing excellent answer, some people are not able to write excellent answer. So to write excellent answer, you need three things. You have to keep in that in mind. So first one is about the content. You should have the good content. You should know about, for example, to write anything related to revolt of 1857. So if any question related to revolt of 1857, you should have the idea about what is revolt of 1857, what are the consequences, who have participated. So if you don't know anything, then it is not going to, you cannot write anything. So content is very important. And if you are clearing your prelims, so that means you are having good content, you are having good contextual clarity and good knowledge, good understanding of the subject. Okay, conceptual clarity, more content you have, better you can elaborate and present substantive and well developed answer. So already if you are clearing prelims, so that means you are having good content. So my sole focus is how to present your content in a presentable and a good way. So next is context. So context means what is asking in the question and what we are writing. Okay, if question is about, let's say, how Panchayat Raj institution is helpful in development of local area, development of our village area, but you are writing about, you know, benefit of local self-government, everything. So this is not the demand of the question. So if it is asking benefit of local self-government to rural area, you have to link how it is bringing changes to our local area, rural area, like, you know, development of water bodies, then school, college, then agricultural development, women empowerment of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. You have to talk, you have to discuss what is asked in the question. So that is what called context. So I have seen so many students after giving examination, they think that we have done everything, but at the end of the examination, their marks, they are not getting good marks because they are missing the context, what they are asking, and they are writing something else. मैंने आपको जैसे, if I am going to ask you what is your name, you are saying that I am from this village, that village, my district is that place, I am staying in Odisha. No, this is not my concern. My concern is what is your name. So you have to give your name. So that is what what is asking in question, to understand that is very important. So I am going to tell you with as we progress in a step by step manner, you will understand that better. So next is representation. So representation is very important because you are writing for someone else and someone else is not interested. Those who are evaluating their answer, they are not interested to study your answer and do PhD. They are doing because they are getting money. So we have to present in a way so that is quite interesting. So that is the reason our point should be very short, crispy, to the point, and we can use diagram. For example, if it is possible India map, we have to draw. If it is possible Odisha map, we have to draw. If it is possible world map, we have to draw. If possible pie chart, some diagram, some radiation diagram, some different diagram, then we have to draw it. So make our presentation very easy and understandable. So एक अच्छा quote बोला जाता है, the more you strain the eyes of the evaluator will strain on your marks. तो मैं जितने stress दूँगा evaluator को हमको जितने कम marks देवे. So that we should present in a good way, so that is reduce their time and they will give you good marks to us. And you should write in a very legible and good way. So next is key rules to be remembered while writing any answer. So first one is roughly you are getting 0.7 minutes per mark. So that means already we have discussed that for 10 marker question you have to give 7 minutes. If it is 15 marker question you have to devote 11 minutes. If it is 20 marker question you have to devote 14 minutes. So introduction and conclusion should take 10% of your word. You should not devote more time. So keep intro and conclusion tight most of the word and make while introducing anything or making conclusion, you should not define everything, discuss everything. Let some word there, let some concept be there, that should be discussed in the bodies. Okay, then match the, for example, in case of 10 markers generally we write 10 points. In case of 15 marker generally we write 15 points. In case of 20 marker generally we write 20 points. So if it is not possible to generate that much point, you can reduce 1 or 2 points, it's okay. For 10 marker you can write at least 8 to 10 point. For 15 marker you can write 12 to 15 point. For 20 marker you can write 17, 18 points, it is okay also. Okay, so split the answer into parts based on the how question is framed. Okay, so win on the content, context and representation. So these three are very essential to get good score. And dear student, if you are interested in the answer writing and mentorship program that is guided by me, you can join our Lakshya OPSC Mains program. It is test series cum mentorship where I am going to break down how you are going to write each and every subject in a very systematically and very good way. To join that, you can check out the link given in the description box, or you can contact in my number, that is 72-176-30-385. So I will provide the detailed topic. Chaliye dear student, we will publish the next video tomorrow. So by that time, take care. Bye bye. Jai Hind.